ready. Okay, so just a couple of things that I want to remind you of. If you haven't done so already, please remember to pick up your WGC Alice skin. What you want to do to get that is you want to go into the Paranoia Jamboree. You want to click that. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. So what you want to do is that once you get into here, you want to click on the entry, submit entry part. And once you submit that, what should happen is that in your presents box, there should be the Alice Jamboree. And what exactly it is that it's basically a skin. So let's say, for example, I am switching my combo skin. Just go to the little skin costume right there, and you'll be able to see the World Grand Colo Alice right there. And it will show like that. It's a golden version this time. Personally, I prefer the regular one. Yeah, there's that one. And the other thing that I wanted to remind you about is, if you go into notices, a couple of things actually. Again, you want to go and remember to sign up for the end of the month global missions giveaway. This month they're giving away a Snow plushie. I know that there is a lot of Snow fans in the player base, so remember that you want to enter the giveaway. So what you want to do is that you want to scroll down on the notices and you click submit your entry, and then after that you have pretty much submitted your entry. But do remember that you have to complete all the missions for the end of the month global mission, and those are the missions that appear in your missions under events, and they should appear at your like second row or second row. So you want to actually do that, and you want to complete all of them, and that's your chance to win. Remember, there's also daily event missions, so you also get 10 crystals from there, so you might want to be able to do that as well. So remember to do that. And the end of the month missions, the global missions, it does say that we're going to get SP Colo soon. So if, let's say for example, you are a guild who, because there's a lot of guilds. There's a lot of guilds that generally take the week after Grand Colo off. Do keep a notice of when SP Colo is, because SP Colo will be sometime between the 26th and the 2nd of December, which, if I'm looking at the calendar right now, is between the moment that I post this and next Thursday. And last GC, our SP Colo is actually in the middle of the week. So do remember to keep note of that, because you do want to make sure that your members or your guild mates or your fellow player base ends up getting those 50 Twilight Crystals, because you know, Twilight Crystals, we are gonna need them very much. So there's that. I think that's really all the notices that I have left for you guys. Remember that you have a chance of withdrawing your polls, I believe, polls in the notices, I believe, from here. So you can withdraw your votes, and then once you withdraw your votes history has been reset. So what you want to do is that then you want to remember to go back to the polls. Why is there so many notices? There's so many notices, please. Where do I find all of these? Is this here? No. Sino, please. You guys have a lot of notices. Pokelabo, you guys have a lot of notices. I can't find half of them sometimes. Yeah, so go there, go to polls, and remember to submit your polls. Yeah. That is that. One final thing that I would like to note, though, is that, well, actually, one more final thing that I need to talk about. So, as everybody all know, if you've watched the Sinnoh Times, you know that they're discontinuing Spanish Where is that notice? Yeah, they're discontinuing Spanish. And a lot of players are upset about that. Which, to be fair, is very valid. Because aside from English, especially in, like say for example, Europe and any of the, in America, North America and South America, you do have a lot of players who do rely on the Spanish language. Even if they're not reading in Spanish, Spanish is a language that's similar to other languages, like Portuguese. Or also like Spanish is similar to French, Italian, Portuguese. Yeah, it is a very good language to keep around. I know that there is a debate that people should totally, like, oh yeah, people who are not going to be relying on English or not using English can always switch to not using Spanish can always go to English. But that's not necessarily the case, because not everybody who speaks Spanish can understand understand English, and it's very hard to make that switch. I know that I've had players reach out to me and say that they're most likely are going to quit Sinnoh if they discontinue Spanish, just because they won't be able to actually progress or like really play the game effectively. And also I feel like people, like, you want that language, you want, aside from like English and Korean, you also want that, like, you also want a language like Spanish to stick around, because you have players who is basically the bridge between the English NA players and the Asia players, because you have so many time slots. We have 13 time slots in Colo right now, and you have the later time slots or the early time slots, whichever the one that is. You have half the time slots that's basically most players from Asia, and then you have a lot of time slots where there's players from North America. But at the same time, you also need that like middle where Spanish, like basically the players who rely on Spanish to bridge both the time zones, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like it is a good idea to keep Spanish, or even like, yeah, just because all the other languages are not available or have ended their support already. I feel like Spanish is one language you should definitely keep around. It's definitely going to affect our player base. I especially want more players in the game so that, I don't have to face the same 5 guilds every single GC and get taxed or farm. You want to retain your player base, just because then matches are like not always one-sided wins. They're not one-sided farms, and they're not one-sided attacks. But yes, please reconsider discontinuing Spanish. Please, Pokelabo. Please, and thank you. To everyone else, I hope you have a wonderful night, and thank you for watching. Yeah, keep an eye out for SP Colo, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!